Hello, hello, and welcome back to Warau, Warawau. Congratulations on your marriage. I've always wanted to get married. With Princess Nekwashi Otome, I mean. Oh, thanks for being the save guy. We're back to collecting pretty leaves. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna open this up with a joke where I changed the music, but I've realized that I've actually been disabled of menu usage. Probably which is why Nekojita allows us to save, but yeah, I was gonna use Conchella to change the music. Oh well. Statue of my dad, unfortunately. Everything all looks normal. Good evening, milady. When will you be going to sleep? When will you be going to sleep? That maid is in the laughing world, huh? I feel so sorry for her. It'd be really nice if someone helped her out. Thank you for the save, again. Sleep is calling, sleep is calling. You sure sleep a lot. The laughing world would not wake otherwise, I suppose. Hey, Mimpo. Princess, you have such a gorgeous abode. A most excellent place for a couple to move in. I know, right? Onwards, Warau. Sleep for today? Charge! Or wander around a bit more. Get him out of here. Didn't hear? Lady Nyanyamo. Hee hee, my husband and my servant, huh? The perfect person for me was right there all along. Now, how should I do this? That's just wonderful! Jinousi, I'm sorry. I really feel for you. Milady, please help. Hang in there, Zeniter. I mean, just please don't die. Whatever shall I do? Ah, the sounds of complete and utter obliteration. Let us take our nap. Heck yeah, let's go to sleep. Nighttime, one husband, one wife, a bed. It's a game that never gets old. You there. Princess, why such a vulgar appearance? Night, all alone, and a single bed? What? Speak clearly. I prepared myself for what comes next. All that's left is for you to make a mess of me. My knowledge on such subjects is limited. I've got a real dumb hubby on my hands. Is the sound effect for laughter. Princess, what's gone into you? In a marriage, the wife tops the husband. No more talking back. You can submit your complaints tomorrow. Meowie meowie. Onwards, Warawau. Shut your mouth. No one is coming to help you. Meow. Warau has devised a new wedding dress, wife mode. Can now be equipped in the skills menu. Newlywed fever anywhere you go. Sleep. Really? Well, good night then. Sorry, but I'm not a fan of your forced delivery. Come here, Chihito Musubi. For your consideration, forgiveness, perhaps? Take off your clothes. Okay. Lie supine on the bed. Don't even think of moving. The queen shall take charge here. Right. So well behaved. Good girl. Stay still, just like that. Lady, please, some assistance. Page 1. Preparation to become Oruma. The next morning. So what is wife mode? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Good morning, Princess Warau. You scoundrel. You're remembering what happened yesterday, aren't you? Duh, such benign trauma. Princess, tonight I'd, like to do it again. Glad it worked out, you fucking freaks. Candy sticks, Kodo, flower arranging. Cheeto Musubi seems to be in a state of confused shock. I had no idea I'd enjoy you when you're like that, too. Good morning, milady. Come now, it's time to go to school. That's right, school. It's time to go. I have nothing to say for such smutty topics. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I don't even have to ride the tricycle anymore. Things just keep getting better and better. Now then, shall we go? School is about to begin. The beginning of a whole new life. Are you sure you're alright? My wits may not be all there. Curiously shaped passage. I'd, name drop what it looks like, but I'm not too good with female anatomy. Grinning cats. Actually, you know what? Two things. Get rid of these fucking cats. Thank you. Bring on the music. Damn it. Unfortunately, thanks to RPG Maker, all of these maps have overridden music, so sadly the Conchal song cannot continue playing through all of these. Oh, hey there, maiden. Why? Why? Why is the Chrysalis Maiden here? My room can't ward off the rust. Its erosion, endless and relentless. Is it almost time for dessert? Is it? Come on, oh girl. Silence. The Chrysalis Maiden is speaking. Could it be meaning? The Chrysalis Maiden is searching for meaning? Everyone, be quiet for a spell. Try to extract the truth from the Chrysalis Maiden's words. The rust grows, the rust multiplies. I cannot laugh, and yet the laughter doesn't stop. Oruma multiplies. Let us laugh at everything, the rust which multiplies in this world, unceasing. Funny, so funny, yet laughter does not come. Rust multiplies. Laugh at everything? I understand the rust part, however, in that case, why aren't we feeling its influence? So even a guide such as I is unworthy of an explanation? Welcome to the laughing world. This is a threshold, separate from the laughing world. Yet the rust got to ye as well, Perish the thought. We simply heard that Milady was going to be turned into Lady Oruma. This is all the Chrysalis Maiden's wish. Oh, I see. So that's how it is? Finally understand? Well, I wonder if it's something a guide should concern themselves with in the first place. This would make you the second, correct? The first one threw a fit and went rogue. Suppose anyone would want independence after having stuck around for so long, eh? I see. Then I reckon ye will now infect me with the rust? No, no, we would never do anything horrible like that. Foolish bipedal, is there truly nothing to glean from this threshold whatsoever? Cheetah Musubi, yo. Invited me to a tea party, didn't thou? You say, as if there is a single spot of tea present. Planning to turn my lady into Lady Oruma. Hee hee hee. Well, I have no choice but to cooperate. So how art thou planning to do this? Whisk her to the other side of the desert? So you really don't know? Something thou art trying to imply with said statement? Anyway, just take her to the desert. We're in pretty deep, you know. I mean, there's nothing but fossils in a layer that deep. Indeed, it should be viewed as a legend at best. The milady on this side has been taken care of. All that's left is the one over there. Why the long face? 'Twas inevitable. Or Akuma was, I mean. Let us celebrate these final moments as something wonderful. Very well. I acquiesce. I, too, certainly want to make it into something wonderful. Wilt thou assist my efforts? Of course. I'm a guide too, after all. I was too lazy to do anything in the beginning. But this time, it's, well, you know. I'd very much like to bring about a happy end. Don't worry, it'll be a wonderful ending. The chrysalis maiden said as such. Feel somewhat lonely thinking about it. If this game got any kind of popularity in the West, I have a feeling that Nekawashi Konbu here would be a Tumblr sexy man. You know I'm right. Why is there a road like this at the end of the desert? Well, you see, milady, we're nearing the end of our journey. Oh, really? That means we're going back to the tower, right? Milady, the truth is... And that's how it is. Very loud rain. I love this kind of atmosphere. What a load of nonsense. Just stay there a while. I feel so bad for this, milady. Must I let it end like this? Let's return at once. Accompany me as always, if you would, please. Surely thou understandest as well, milady. Dost thou never think it strange? No. I, milady, tower, gorgeous, luxury, gorgeous, luxury. My, this is troublesome. Thou art transforming into Lady Oruma. Friend, lies, traitor, death, everywhere surround me, praise, praise, praise. Look, fret not, for I shall accompany thee. Hearken me, Oruma. This is a night road in the laughing world. Thy duty shall be as follows. If possible, next time, should milady come here alone, thou shalt guide her and offer her thy graces. Thou art her most beloved lady, after all. I'm placing my faith in thee, milady. I will be back. Promise. I don't know what should be done, milady. I desire to help, but it seems this, too. is all because the rust continues to spread. Page 2. Princess of White Rust Tower in preparation for the finale from the Laughing World to Oruma. At least that's what I think I read. Well, this is a bit overt. Having the first page of Alice in Wonderland as the background. I wanted to say last part that it was a bit blunt to use, I forgot. I think it was an image of the Mad Hatter in its silhouette as the border. Anyways, in the beginning, there was the chrysalis maiden and her alone. She came from the other side of the desert. Reason being, the desert had been barren for the longest time. It could not have been made any other way. These two are friends. Did it appear as if they didn't get along? Well, that's far from the case. It's just that Warau didn't understand. In the beginning, all she would do was drink tea. Because she had nothing else. Kimono girl, what's the matter? You seem spaced out. We'd better get going, milady. Do? Soon enough, this place will be nothing but rust. So we should visit White Rust Tower and stand before the princesses one more time. Eh? Oh, I see. I used my new clothes to blow that freakishly huge monster girl to smithereens, like boom and stuff. Oh, somewhere along those lines. If we're going to be fighting with the Laughing World itself. Cheeto Musubi, thou bequeathed with the title of guide, I believe we shall all live in the tower instead. There will be no end to this madness. If nothing else fails, I would like to spend my last bits of happiness with Warawau. Oh, you. Cut it out. Worry not. More opportunities shall arise. Right, let us proceed. Milady has not yet visited the threshold, so take the stairs there, if thou pleasest. Page 3. Pure white laughter, rust and tea party, to seek the remaining time, to look to the tower and beyond. In the beginning, the chrysalis maiden had a wonderful story to tell, and for Milady and her friends to hear. One of working together to save Milady from evildoers who had kidnapped her. The story ends with a wonderful tea party, and Milady marrying a wonderful person. Together, in her mansion, along with her husband, her maid, and her other friends, they lived happily ever after, forever and ever. Indeed, it's that kind of story. The rust didn't begin to spread until a little while later. Although, a tiny bit of rust was scattered about even before then. It was deemed innocuous in the beginning, a permissible force by the Laughing World. Then, it gradually started to multiply. From the rust came gentlemen and mistresses, now inhabitants of the world they were born into. Even the guide had their hands tied, because the danger was extending its ugly grip to Milady. Girl before you. Oh my, do tell, why have you come here? Suppose this means you've met Oruma. You resemble her a lot, you know. Oh, Jesus. The hops. I mean, when thinking about the design of Oruma, she does resemble Warawau a bit. Oh, I know this place. I rode my tricycle to school and then, oh yeah, I fell right around here. So this is the threshold. Princess, you ride a tricycle to school at age 17? Wow, that's insane. Could not bear to imagine Milady in such a pitiful state. Even training wheels would prove more honorable. Hey, I'll have you know my reputation as the school's resident tricycle cutie precedes me, and I'm just fine with that. The first day you rode on your tricycle, you got there, met Nekawashi Kanbu, and then fell into the laughing world. Like, I don't think you have any reputation. Duh, I don't know how many times it's been. There's no way for me to know. I'm sure I'll figure it out, though I've not a clue where to start. So I'm picking up some things here. I'm not, sure the conclusion, but these being named Girl Before You, and the fact that we, saw the introduction to the Chrysalis Maiden again, is making it seem like this might be a cycle of Warawau's exploring this place. Don't really know where to go from there, but... And also, let's be fully honest, YouTuber curse, you spend so much time with the presentation that you read something but don't actually fully digest it. So it's fully possible that they've already explained this stuff, and, I'm just struggling to actually pay attention, but, I'm starting to believe that due to their resemblance, Oruma is a result of, a Warawau exploring this place, and I guess reaching an end where I would have to look back at the scene with Warau and the, and Orikuma earlier. I don't remember it exactly, but I believe this has happened before, and maybe even, Chido Musabi has seen this happen before, and that's what the scene was about. Chido Musabi not wanting to see Warawau become another Orikuma, flashing back after seeing the, Chrysalis Maiden in the... I think it's the real world. Not really sure now, because why was, Chihito Musabi, Warawau, and, Mimpo able to penetrate from the laughing world and into what we saw at the very beginning of the game as supposedly the real world? Or maybe the laughing world is a real world, so that's a bad way to put it, but... Again, someone more observant than me might already know the answer, but those are just thoughts I'm having. This is definitely a game that I want to replay after this series, though, because I'm feeling like I'm piecing together things, but I think when I get the time to, like, play this without the burden of narrating, I'll be properly theory crafting. But this is just how all of my first playthroughs go. I play it, I don't fully pick up on the narrative, and then the second playthrough, everything starts to connect for me. I'm what you could call slow. I used to be adorable, you know? As you can see, I'm well past my golden years. Oh yeah, and to connect to a theory, I guess, if you don't become Orikuma, you become one of these things. Oh, but there's the Obake. Now it's called Potted Phantom here in this translation, but I kinda know them as Hache Obake, which also just means basically Potted Plant Ghost. Except it's translated here to Potted Phantom, but I also want to bring up that I love this design. It's really cool. It's this, like, weird, amorphous thing biting down into the head of a girl with bat wings and a little dress. I don't know, it's cool. I like it. This is the laughing world. The threshold has already fulfilled its role. Oh. well... 'Tis not the rust's influence, my dear. It's just the emptiness. Emptiness and more emptiness. That's strange. Seems the kimono and that little baby swordsman possesses knowledge of this world. How come I do not? 'Tis because within Milady's view, thou art... you are her favorite, dear. You get along very well, no? Where are you getting that from? Wow, you've really loosened up ever since you and Kimono Girl got married. Okay, so... is that also meaning that... they are... she has favorites, and what aren't favorites become the guides? But isn't this the first time they're meeting the guides? Why would... I need to read that again, that's interesting. You are her favorite, so you don't get the knowledge about the threshold? Yeah, I'm as confused as Nyanyamo there. I do not think. Such is the way of empty things. All that remains is the same old feeling. I think, get a tad insecure on camera, and then write it off. Find the noise displeasing. Yeah, it's like... plates being moved around. It's because the rust has started here too. Ah. I mean, it's better than the laughing when the, Chrysalis Maiden is on screen. Beep beep. The threshold is now within the laughing world, Sir Mimpo. Dost thou understand? I've never gone to the threshold before, so I can't say I do. Nekawashi Otame mentioned it, and that's the extent of my knowledge. You there. Is something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how strange the threshold is. Wouldn't you agree, Princess? Everything here is strange. I suppose, in a way, I'm happy. Much happier than not knowing. Otherwise, I would not be able to stand it. Oh, hey, Rice Cake. One rule of the laughing world, that which falls from above must accumulate. Common sense by anyone's standards. Everyone has this unsettling eeriness to them, wouldn't you agree? It's all your fault. Ah, okay, fuck you too. Hey, Kimono Girl. I've been thinking too mild-mannered as of late. Do something about it. Such a ridiculous request. We got married, did we not? That must be why. Marriage makes a good person of us all, no? Oh, I see. I'm a most kind and humble queen, aren't I? Good girl. I'm glad to hear you speak of me like that. Oh, getting married was the right decision, then, I suppose. I would have preferred Milady, though. There was a doll on the threshold, wasn't there? Proof of fortunate people, truly. Welcome to the very top of the laughing world. Inhabitants of the threshold, what business do ye have with us? This is the laughing world, actually. Although I'm sure its fate is to be buried once again. Has it taken in too much rust? I fail to understand the meaning of thy words. Let's put on a wonderful last finale, one that will satisfy even us inhabitants of the former threshold. Oh great, they just attack us. Well, you'll be glad to know that while looking at our stats earlier, Mimpo now has like almost 300 attack. So, die. Yeah, she just does 161 damage. Let's all heal a tad, just for the fun of it. Okay, that skill kinda sucks. Oh no, those are all full heals, we just didn't take very much damage, fair enough. Okay, there we go. Speed drug, strength drug. Enemies are still dropping drugs even after the hospital. With that, we welcome you to the world of white and laughter. It is said there were 2 miladies in the beginning. Apparently, there were even more miladies before that, but the Chrysalis Maiden didn't know much about them. Because the world of white was too small. Or so she says. The creation of a new layer, the destruction of the world of white, the enlargement of the laughing world. Hey, what's up? Y'all came back to White Rust Tower? Oh, what is it? Does Milady want to play? Lady Oruma, preparation. As it is the Chrysalis Maiden's consideration, we must put on a finale. Milady. Boo. Why don't you look for Poochie? She's trapped in the laughing world. This Chrysalis Maiden, were we going to beat her up? Yes, ye shall defeat the maidens that still remain within the laughing world, and then ye shall return to the former world. Okay, no problem. With my lady power, these clothes, and a little pow, bam, it'll be over in no time. Good luck out there. We're rooting for ya. Thanks, princesses. Alright, I have a feeling that we want to go back to the hub that we had before. Yeah, with Lady Nyanyama, or Lady Pompey. Yes, do your best. When you return from visiting every world, speak with the princesses. You'll have to prepare for battle, more than likely. Aquarium. That person is supposed to be the guide, they say. The one always bobbing up and down with such unsteady vigor. Nature fights back. An in-depth look at the battle between animals and rust. Well, let's go to the aquarium first. Oh, I take. So-called fish eater. Incoherent places. There's always a reason behind the madness. So this is the aquarium, huh? I'm here for the fish, of course. I always look for the fish. Hella. Flightless birds? They exist, though I've never seen them. This is Nekwashi Konbu's favorite world. Huh? Why? He's quite fond of the abundance of water. And the fish. They flounder about with such useful spunk and vigor, they do. Youth? Spunk? You mean like gals? Me? A gal? Can I? Experience death 4 times over. Okay. Whatever the hell that means. Words. I do believe it goes something like this. Birds flying, I mean. They're just so fast. Give me the mochi. Delicious. This place seems to be an aquarium. Never seen one before. Wonder why they even made it in the first place. Delicious. What are those, mailboxes? Welcome. Oh, we got upgrades and we can barely afford them. Guess we'll give something to Warawau, but we can't really afford much else. Let's hand the rest of the laughing leaves to Mimpo. Let's check, yeah, Mimpo has 322 attack. Don't worry about it. Am I a bird? Well, it is what it is either way. Do you happen to see the resemblance at all? To be entirely fair, you look like a root from a tree coming out of the ground. I'm sorry, you are not bird-like. It's not even that big. Without ever going to an aquarium before, there's no way I could have known. Would you like to know more about Lady Oruma? I've heard there were a number of her. However, I only know of one. I feel like that supports the looping theory a bit. An aquarium? Dude, I've only seen them in picture books before. This is so fresh. Indeed, how very like m'lady. Be nice if there are gummies around here. Maybe we should try looking somewhere else. Guppies, is it? Their kind cannot subsist in the ocean. Wow, you sure know a lot, kimono girl. Perhaps, somewhat. I used to be much different. Sort of inhabitant here, though. Donk. Oh, I got scary eyeball fish now. Seems I was supposed to be a crow. The usual case. I wonder, can I eat the fish? Usually they're, you know, food. I wanna eat those eyeball fish, they kinda suck. I wouldn't want to eat fish. Living creatures are a no-go. We found a vegetarian. Get 'em, boys. Oh. Hey, Kombu. With your army of pawns. Welcome, m'lady, to the aquarium's very own show. Blah! Kimono girl! In order of silence, m'lady. This is Nikwashi Konbu's metaphorical bouquet, a present from the heart, if thou mayest. As much as I desire to offer one myself, so be it. Do as thou pleasest, and let us get this over with. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful show dedicated to m'lady will now begin. Dude, my eyes are spinning. Ugh, Dooley, this feels awful. M'lady, if you would do, please. The World of Light, the Laughing World, and their guides. There it is. It wasn't the Mad Hatter as the rabbit. But yeah, this is, it's very blunt with its inspirations, and I'm almost starting to wonder if it's a bit more than inspiration, but like, the story of, Alice in Wonderland actually being important to the world somehow. Or at the very least, being acknowledged as a part of the world. Anyways, there is only one per world. Why such a limit? The reason is simple. What could it be? A decision from long ago? A rule? No. Far simpler than that. The m'ladies within the World of Light and Laughing World were also one apiece. Any more, and it would trigger Orakumification. Huh. What is this Orakumification? According to interpretations from the guide, it is when the chrysalis maiden would wrought punishment upon the many miladies, simply because she grew sick of them. The two miladies. Okay, yeah. So Warawau can become Oruma if the chrysalis maiden bores of her, I guess. Or no, Warau can become a, Oruma. Not a chrysalis maiden. The Laughing World is as you can see, of course. It wasn't like that in the beginning. You do remember the passage on Orakumification, right? Indeed. Everything is due to the rust's influence. Does this mean the chrysalis maiden is close to the Laughing World? Not quite. Because if the rust were to spread, that's where it would be scattered. Carrot. The deep sea is so dark. Wonder if that's also part of the chrysalis maiden's consideration. I'm gonna see if there's anybody hiding in the border. Oh, it's just an empty room. What's down there at the bottom of the ocean? Well, fish, I would assume. I'm noticing in the background there is, a weird fleshy eye looking back at us. It's pleasant. Do you think the deep sea has an aquarium too? But then the question becomes, where would they get the fish? Probably from everywhere, given that they're at the bottom of the sea. Welcome. Ah, well, I can afford, Kamari now. Yay. Let's, top off everything. Hit them with a recover, and then please allow me to restore LMP. The deep sea? What is it exactly? Who knows? I wonder that myself. Because, I mean, there's a bottom, you know? Would you call that the deep sea? Or just the sea floor? A lot of empty rooms in here. Always at night, always in the morning. Awake, always awake. I'm still a tad, clueless on what's happening. The music is awfully, tragic sounding. Makes me wonder what Konbu did to send us to the deep ocean. Apparently, fish never sleep. So it appears as if they're always staring at you. Maybe they are. My, it's Milady and her guide. Also present is your husband and some other friend. Hearken me, Princess of the Aquarium. The preparations for Lady Oruma have begun. What do you need? To progress onwards and upwards, the chrysalis maiden alone should be adequate as a maiden of rust. We have come to destroy thee. You're from the world of white, no? You think I'll humor you? This is an upper layer world. As to you, why dost thou defy Milady? To bestow her thy love is a most important requisite. What art thou thinking? The Laughing World is taking shape on its own as we speak. The people of white, including you all, are no longer needed. Perish. As usual, Couch is a bitch. You won't know why I dislike her until I eventually, sometime in the next 8 years, play Towelket 4. But just know, I do not care for this character at all. I say character like, characters are ever consistent in this series. To be entirely fair, the Coucher in this game and the Coucher in 4 are completely different and just share a name. However, my grudge still stands. Cursed be thy name, Oruma, each and every time. Thou knowest nothing but that of ruin. Well, that's one down. Let's discover more about Rust. Well, this is peaceful. That's horrifying. No! Get these... I don't want to be in Pondland. Stop doing this to me. What did doo-doo leaves do? Oh, that's good. Just use our drug. Yummy, yummy drug. I resent this. Get back here. Light and fluffy, do. Baby cheeks. Poochie's booty cheeks, babe. This way's a dead end. Don't get lost, they said. I was trying to be nice, they said. Damn it. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I just noticed the border pawns are naked. Look at the leaf. Release me from this prison. Do? Oh, milady, is it you? We all love milady. Poochie loves the young mistress. The reverse? Nonsense. Get back here. Pawns have limitless potential. Adventurer and explorer, anything is possible. Why do we say do, you ask? Merely an imitation of milady's manner of speaking, do. It's also the sound effect of laughter. They say that in every fucking game. Happy Poochie makes a happy me. We can create the ultimate happiness together, Poochie Bay. To horny hell with ye. I've never left this place before. The laughing world of old, that's where we are. Welcome. Oh hell yeah, princess dress, let's go. It is befitting of me. These strange fluffy creatures are known as pawns. A most huggable being. Poochie is the one who created them. Of course, created implies they were constructed through some feat of engineering, but that is not the case. The pawns were birthed by Poochie. With marriage comes child rearing, after all. On the left, the green canine Poochie. On the right, good pal Lady Nyanyamo. And finally, Milady in the middle. Alright. The Dreaming Pawns. Poochie gave birth to me. She loves everyone. That includes you, milady. What exactly is do-do-do? Mama told me it's an expression of happiness. Am I not entirely wrong? Also, I really don't like that some of these little, you know, the markers which says, hey, you can enter another map here. Foul. Is, I'm being violated. Anyways, is being hidden behind the borders. Which is fucked up and evil. Like these pawns, I hate them. Question pawn. Duh, a happy place. A happy space. Where hath Poochie gone? The very important place is just ahead. Not even Milady is allowed to. Not even to prepare for Oruma. The reason matters not. Doing things for Milady's sake, or doing things because of her will, are entirely different stories. Milady, have you no love for Poochie? Huh? But I mean, Poochie always bullies me. Milady must choose. I am not but a guide. I want to see Poochie. You do, now. If that is your will, then traveling to her space should be possible. As the question pawn, you must destroy me if you desire to save Poochie. Happily, thank you. Without any hesitation. There you go. Poochie, so this is where thou wert. Wert? Well, how art thou feeling? It is not possible to hear her voice. She is Poochie, without a doubt. Poochie? She prevented thee from going to school in order to sever thy connection with the Laughing World. Poochie always looked after thee, even going so far as confining thee to the mansion, all to prevent the Laughing World's encroachment. Sorry for being a mean bully. That is what she is trying to say. So go, be with Poochie to the end, until this world disappears. Go, be with your mother. Oh god, yeah, that makes sense. Poochie gives birth to pawns. Poochie has a pawn lover. And Warawau is just a weirdly human pawn. Yeah, that all connects, unfortunately. Depressingly. Poochie, why won't you speak with me? Poochie? There once was a young lady in a strange land. She had her wonderfully adorable, loyal dog Poochie by her side. Then, all of a sudden, one day, uh-oh, something happens to Milady and our cute doggy. Let's see, what will become of them now? I'll continue the story when I get back. Look forward to it, Milady. Hold on, you can't just cut it there. My. Alright. In-depth look between the battle between animals and Rust, aka pawns walking around. Alright, well, it looks like we have to revisit the princesses. So the Laughing World has ended. Are you prepared to depart, milady? Are your preparations complete? Milady, Her Highness, depart into battle keeping thoughts of wonderful days close. Wipe the rust clean and restore peace to the world of light. Princess Warawau, clad in the white dress. Leave everything to me. Onwards, oh! Maiden who dons the clothes of white rust, we humbly ask of thee to repel the wicked evil. Old comrade, Queen of Terror, Nyanyamo. Wow, you made me sound kinda awesome. Not like that's a difficult thing to do. Don't worry, I'll drink our enemy's blood until I get my fill. Thou who wieldest the white sword and shield, thou who defendeth the white princess, tinged in deep azure and gender non-specificity, Mimpo. If it's for the princess, why, I'd throw my life away. Last but not least, it is I, the gorgeously old-fashioned girl with the fluttering kimono, instilling panty fever in the hearts of all. I have no idea why she said that. Go forth, princess, repel all in thy path. Shall be looking forward to thy return. The fuck is this background? Now let's... Hey, wait. The Rust Maiden is already melting. Better hurry, you'll be late for the tea party. How unsatisfactory. For it to bloat this far, only to shrivel up partway. Unthinkable. A battle of white and a battle of laughter. In the end, everything shall, to the end everything shall, return to how it was. Tossed aside like trash. That's it. I don't care anymore. Milady. I waste hate all. Destroy, 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 destroy. Warau, you mustn't, I tell you. You cannot become Oruma yet. I tire of it all. I tire of it all. I tire of it all. I see. The curtains must have been drawn. This is how it ends. So this is... Milady's selfishness? Oruma, oh Oruma. Oruma, oh Oruma. From the laughing world to our dear Oruma. The rust erodes. The rust erodes. My own room, swallowed by the rust, shall consume me in turn. I want to laugh, but the laughter does not come. I want to laugh, but the laughter does not come. Everything returns to as it was. All is redone. The rust is no more, and a beautiful world can be born. From this, yes, a hand in hand with this beauty, the chrysalis maiden begins anew. It's always like this. I think and I swear. It's so sickening that everyone just cannot bear. But there's no need to worry. It's simple. It's easy. Be resident to the laughing world, and I'm free. Oruma, oh Oruma. Oruma, oh Oruma. From the laughing world to our dear Oruma. Lady Orokuma's essence is selfishness. Lady Orokuma's essence is selfishness. The riot advances. Yes, 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 indeed. I couldn't read much of that. Whoops. So you've come. How many times has it been? Well, I have no need for the answer. It's meaningless either way. Although I will say, there's something different about you. Never be able to take my form. You lack emptiness. Do your best, me. Let us all be the stepping stones which leads towards the future. Tea Party's desert, down undear, down undear. Awaken, Warawau! Break free! Please, wake up! Oh gosh, just now I saw, like, some kind of door. And Mama, too. Thank the heavens, Warau. I was so worried. I see now. Milady's mother saved her in the end. Poochie, I can't thank you enough. Where am I? I've never seen this place before. The Laughing World and World of Light are no longer. This is all that's left. The Chrysalis Maiden's very own Laughing World. Ready to proceed, milady. It is time for me to fulfill my duty as guide. Yeah, I'd like to know what lies ahead. The person on the other side of that door, too. Some reason, I really want to meet them. Happened to the Laughing World. They're smiling, laughing inside. I'm your toy, milady. I'm your toy, milady. I'm your toy, milady. Chrysalis Maiden. The Chrysalis Maiden has begun to melt. Enter the Chrysalis Maiden. Human vomit. They have my sympathies. parent and a child without a speck of joy in their eyes. It is you all who are the truly sorry lot. Eerie? I really, really like whatever this abstract thing is. Love this kind of... I don't know, I just love it. It's great. There's a bright road ahead. Go on now. Oh, I can't get rid of them. Oh god, I'm fast. Thingy. A cat doll I've never had fondness for. Nekojita? Or I mean, it looks more like Nekwashi Kanbu. Thingy. You raised me. You raised me. Taking responsibility is the least you could do. Warawau heads. Nekojita. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did Princess Odame have to go? Proceed forward. Chrysalis Maiden, we have arrived. Thou shalt not harm my lady any further. Swear on it. Foolish loon. Milady, milady, milady. This world is milady's and hers alone. A lowly being such as thyself cannot just do as thou pleasest. Aw, hell yeah. Let's kick this thing back into... I don't know, let's just kick it. Just punt it down the stairs, fuck it. And as usual, we're way too overpowered for this. Okay, that was easy. Warawau's roar. Milady, let's go. I have also never ventured this far. Big hops. Tea party lover. A tea party in the desert. No, the tea party happened first, and then the desert came afterwards, you see. So this is the desert they've been talking about this whole time. Tea is great, huh? I've been drinking it for the longest time. Good for you, dust mite. A drink more delicious than tea? Coffee. Is such a thing even possible? Coffee. Anyways, as you were saying. Elephant. Tea party of origin. This is the desert. It lies somewhere before consciousness, and naturally it's rather barren. Why don't we talk for a bit? Let me ask you some questions. Answer how you like, lie if you want. It doesn't matter. Do you know the importance a tea party holds? No. Is that so? How unfortunate. It's never too late to have a tea party of your own. Remember that as you move on ahead. Next question. What do you feel is most strange or off about the laughing world? Nobody laughs? Good eye. Or ear. Nobody laughs, as he said. Well, except for that one girl. Now for my final question. I'm curious. Do you want to become Oruma? No. Such mental fortitude. Most wonderful indeed. I certainly don't like Oruma much myself. Well, why don't we leave things here for now? Try to search for meaning in your answers, even if, deep down, it doesn't concern you that much. That should be good enough. I suppose, in the end, the desert won't be expanding. If it does, it will be somewhere else. Go, proceed forth. The tea party's meaning is not particularly heavy, nor is it trivial, nor does it have to do with the guide. Gotcha. Well, let's continue on forth. Get back here. Do you think there was any meaning to the questions? Of course there wasn't. If you try to analyze every little conversation, you're simply overthinking. Words to live by. Are you searching for meaning? Suddenly you will ponder the happiness you feel with the way things are. That is itself a byproduct of happiness. The desert? What is it like, you ask? What? Thinking about starting a flower garden here, a place that can't grow. Just so you understand, nothing can be born from here. Another elephant. Yo, we meet again. Always glad to cross paths. Whether you like me or hate me, at least I know I'll be having some effect. Now, I hope you're ready for the final question. Think long and hard if you must. Or don't. A perfect answer isn't required. When did you realize, or do you still not understand? Understand what? You don't get it. Has Milady already become a non-factor then? So boundaries exist for even the Chrysalis Maiden after all? You cannot condemn the Chrysalis Maiden, because that girl and you are one and the same. Well, you better get moving to the final space. But heed my warning. Go too far, and you might find yourself turning into Oruma. The reason is simple and quite perspicacious. It is the place your consciousness won't reach, but a few centimeters beyond spells ruined. Well, that's worrying. You? Am I to presume this means thou receivest special treatment? You still don't understand. Art thou the one who set everything into motion? Chihito Musabi, did you not think it strange as of late? What? Spit it out. I am not as ignorant as thou wouldst like to believe. To put it simply, well, Milady can no longer produce any more worlds. I don't know if it was out of boredom or unwillingness, but you see now, right? It all makes sense. Why is it Milady cannot go to school? Why has she been stopped by her maid for the past 2 weeks? Get it now? So that was not from whence it began? Exactly. The laughing world and World of White have been naught but wonderful, that is, until now. And what of it? I see a deep, deep struggle maintained for so long. But of course, Who could possibly stop the chrysalis maiden? Kimono girl? I'm sorry, milady. I want to be with you. I truly do. Forever and ever. The betrayal. Let's see where this goes. Let's defeat Kanbu first. That seems impertinent. Alright, well. See ya, Shahida Musabi. 2 experience. 1 for each person. Until we meet again, milady. Kimono girl! Oh, it's no use. If you leave from there, your consciousness shan't reach. Huh? Oh. Lady Oruma, Lady Oruma, come, come. How shall we play next? There's nothing, absolutely nothing. From the world of laughter. Was it really empty? This world, to our dear Oruma. Nanyamo? Huh? No one's here. Hey, yo, hello? I thought those white shadow things were supposed to make you jump around, but nothing happened. Freaking nothing. What gives? What, do you expect me to jump on my own? The nerves of this lowly shadow. You are supposed to be following my orders. You little... What's the matter? Do you need something from Mama? What's wrong, Warawau dear? My beloved young lady? Need a change of diaper? Want me to flip you on your side? Parched, perhaps? Want to drink some tea? Just drink some, though. No worries, my dear milady. I already changed your diaper earlier. Mama's always there without a moment to spare. If you ever get bored, well, looking up at the fish in the aquarium usually cheers me up. Yeah, so I'll get you another doll soon, okay? There's nothing to worry about, Warawau, sweetie. I know you love dolls. I would never throw little Nyanyamo away. Well, I'll be back in a flash. Mama has to do the laundry now. My dear Warawau's Towelket. It's been stained, so I intend to clean it until it's practically sparkling. Mama, she's leaving. Don't go. I'm so lonely. Can't do anything. I'm frozen in place, and my voice won't come. Suppose this means I'm going to rust. Such is the fate of all metal. I shall be as chrysalis is. Not that I dislike that. Because what's inside, the chrysalis will eventually sprout wings. One day, I'll be a beautiful butterfly and soar through the skies. I want to die, but there is no one to offer such mercy. It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. Not that I can laugh either way. Cannot even find it in me to laugh while losing myself to the madness. There's nothing here, only Mama and some errant dolls. Someone, please, save me. I'll be right back, okay? Oh? Nyanyamo, sweetie. Look, you just went and fell on your own. That's strange. Did the doll move? Just kidding. It's okay, Warawau dear. I picked her up. There's not a single scratch on her. As expected of Queen Nyanyamo, even in a situation like this, she never gives up. What's wrong, Warawau dear? You look like you have something to tell Mama. Why don't you speak with your heart? Understood, milady. Mom was thinking just now, and I believe I have a wonderful story for you. Thus ends the strange tale of the Laughing World, and its many fun-loving inhabitants. A truly wonderful story. Once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a cute pawn and a fairy who resembled one known as Mr. Groom. Mama loved him very much. The protagonist of the story was Mama's beloved, adorable young lady, Warawau. There was another whom this taciturn girl had to deal with, that being the somewhat rambunctious yet caring, never discouraged Lady Nyanyamo. Everyone loved the young lady. Oh, what's this? Who's that green pooch? Well, you see, she is the one who shares the same name as Mama, a cute pet known as Poochie. Thus, the two of them, along with their canine companion, set out on a journey. There is no reason to be afraid. Because, if you find yourself wanting to cry, or if you come face to face with mortal danger, Lady Nyanyamo will always be there to save you. She may have appeared at first to be a bully, but even as she teases you, never forget that she holds a genuine love within her heart. As so, you don't get lost on this journey, a kimono-clad girl will guide you. It's not scary, see? Don't be afraid. Warawau, Mama's got to do the laundry now. We'll continue later. I'm so sorry. Mama's bad at making stories, so I always end up talking about the same things. A broken record, I am. I'll think about it more for when the next time comes. I'll think of something interesting. Well, I'll see you soon, my little lady. If you're asleep when I come back, I'll do my best not to wake you. Get a good night's sleep and recharge your energy reserves. Warau, Warawau. Cheeto Musubi guides Milady, a wonderful friend. Should I ever find myself in trouble, she will always be there to save me. Mimpo the Prince, married to Milady. Mama didn't tell me about them, however. Feelings of affection, the meaning of love, those are things that not even I understand. Miss Agachu, a very kind doctor. You'll make a recovery in no time, she beamed. You're a chrysalis, you'll grow wings one day. Princess Conchelle, a most wonderful princess, does many things for Milady, such as bestowing her with beautiful clothes. Always offered me gracious respect and encouragement. A wonderful princess. Princess Nekawashi Otame, friend of Milady's mama, thought of her. Lives in a tower of white as snow, cares a great deal for Milady, Soma shows she provides her with clothes something. Nyanyamo Dawa looks after the taciturn milady. I won't abandon you. I'm a bit of a bully, but please bear with me. Based off of the original series, Towelket One More Time. Story by Kanao. Sorry, some of that was abridged. I couldn't quite keep up with it. But, yeah. From that ending, I think, some people might be a bit upset. You know, whole it's a dream idea. But that is the context you have been missing for this whole game. I would say that this game turns from a slight horror, horror-esque RPG. Oh, wait, excuse me. Regarding the stories I produce, my trusting body has become strange. Such a thing is no longer possible. My thoughts, too, have become clouded. My increasingly something body, along with the scenery, even laughs so merrily in the... I cannot read cursive. Wait for the chrysalis, that's all I must do. One day, it will surely sprout wings. I'll wait until that day comes, praying for it to sprout wings, so that it may fully fly. To be continued. Just hang on a bit longer. Mom will think of something soon. Until then, farewell. But yeah, that ending turns this game into a psychological experience. I would fully say, if you didn't understand the story or have questions for yourself, that ending is the platform at which you understand this game. I recommend, if you like this game, if you like the playthrough, go download it for yourself. Go play it. Now that you've seen the ending, it's not spoiled. Or well, I guess, yes, then you have seen the ending and know how it ends, but there's a second story you can read out of this game now that you know the ending. I haven't ruined the game at all. You can go in with a new set of eyes to view the game with. But I wanted to make a few connections now that we've seen that ending. One that I think of right now is that, obviously, her friends Chihiro Musabi, Minpo, and Nyanyamo are all dolls, and their personalities are based on the stories that Poochie gives. And from there, it's clear that the game is basically a story from Poochie that is left unfinished. And what comes from that unfinished state is what I believe to be Warawau's own take on the story. Like, she gets that very beginning part that we saw her tell, and then Warau fills in the blanks, and what she's created is one where she's kind of, in my view, struggling with, I guess, keeping up hope with her situation, because she has some kind of paralytic disease. Sorry if this is rambly, I'm trying to get my thoughts in order. But, a few things come to mind. The description of Rust being a, creation from, mental anguish of some description. It's clear that Warawau feels helpless in her body. She's losing hope, and, she feels lonely anytime Poochie isn't there for her. I believe that the Rust is essentially a corrupting distortion of Poochie's story. One where excuse me, one where Warawau is essentially losing hope to her body. Furthermore, rust is something that eats away at something, that in a way rots something. Rust is to metal what rot is to food and plant life and just matter. Warawau feels like she's rotting, that she's rusting away in her bed. She saw a doctor, and fortunately, the doctor has either good news or just is trying to cheer Warawau up, but they say that eventually she'll be able to sprout wings, which sounds to me like it's possible that Warawau can recover from whatever she's ailing with in real life, but it's a slow and agonizing experience to try and make it through this. And all this hatred and frustration seeps into Poochie's unfinished stories. The adventures she tries to make with her friends, her dolls, keeps getting warped and eaten by this despair. I guess Agochu was the doctor that she met, also known as Ketsuago from my Towelket 2 Let's Play. Same character. I'm trying to think of other things. I can't say... again, YouTuber curse. I'm gonna have to play this game again myself, because I don't fully understand the, Chrysalis Maiden, or the, I don't understand the Chrysalis Maiden, Nekawashi Kanbu, or Akuma fully. I guess... No, she brings rust, so I guess, the Chrysalis Maiden doesn't really represent, Warawau spreading her wings, because why would she bring rot to the world? Because that's what the Chrysalis Maiden does. She brings rust. That being said, I also wanted to mention that notice how Poochie was leaving and she was, Warawau, stuck in her thoughts, was just begging for Poochie not to go. I'm imagining that's why Poochie is portrayed as a bully at the beginning of the game, because there's times where Poochie would not be able to communicate with Warawau. Poochie is just making guesses. Maybe Warawau has the ability to move her eyes around, and that's some vague way of communication, but yeah, it's easy to see how they could feel that her walking away is abandoning them. And furthermore, this is just extrapolation, I don't know if there's anything supporting it, but seeing Poochie as a bully is possible because, well, she's paralytic, and her mother, Poochie, is just trying to make things better for her. But I could easily see a dynamic where she feels helpless, inferior, mocked by her caretaker mother. I mean, she even brings up the diapers. I'm sure that's humiliating for Warawau. And she's humiliated by the tricycle and other things that Poochie does. At the same time, as shown later in the game, Poochie becomes a more, kinder figure in the memories, and that's because, in reality, Warau doesn't really hate Poochie at all. They feel a bit, ridiculed at times, but in the end, they love Warawau loves Poochie's company and knows that she's trying, I think. And that's why at the end, Poochie wasn't mean to Warawau at all. It's the side of Poochie that, Warawau loves. It's her mother. I don't know how coherent any of that was, but those are my thoughts, and straight up, play the game. There is a whole new experience here now that you've watched this, and try out the rest of the series. Towelket's awesome. This is a good-ass fucking series. Anyways, thank you so much for coming along with me, and I wish you a... Today is Christmas, and it's probably going to release on Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, have a good one. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.